Hey, this is Andrew with Cincinnati Goals. Just giving you an update on the big reef today. I'm homesick, so. Tank's over 9 months old. Softy side, I say. This side is just having an incredible amount of growth. As it being the softies are typically the easier corals. Everything over here is just exploding. You can see the Xenia is really starting to take over. The leathers are doing really good, the gorgonias are doing good, the mushrooms are doing good, but that Xenia in particular is just, I didn't put that much in here on purpose just to see how much it would take over, and it has just kind of started already taking over. So I'm getting ready to yank out majority of that, if not all of that. This is basically what I would like to preserve. These torches, I put a lot of singles. They were all wild Indo singles. They were all none named. I just slapped them all in there and just hoped for the best, and haven't lost a single one. That is the main thing that I'm concerned about keeping on the softy side. Everything else is pretty easy. The torches are just so finicky. Alright, so we're going to shift to this side. Now's as good a time as ever to talk about all the fish. As I walk around the tank, they will follow me. And that's just because they know I'm going to feed them. It's always pretty funny, though, just because, it's like a dog looking for a treat. You got 100 fish in a tank, and they're all within a 2x2 cube sometimes, just looking at you. As far as the fish, I have added all of my original fish, and that's the majority of where these fish came from. I have added that particular tang on the screen right now is a mimic tang. I did add him, that powder blue right above him. I added him. Past that, there's like 2 or 3 other little miscellaneous fish that I've added. Most of these fish are just from my original. There you go, that clown tang. He's the other one. Most of these fish are just from my original fish that I had. I'm really scared about adding fish still to this day. If I add a sick fish, I'm playing with more than just that sick fish, or I'm playing with more than just one fish, 2 fish. I'm playing with a lot of fish here, so I'm well past the point of risking it. Not risking it. I will quarantine a fish for 2 weeks and make sure to observe him, and I don't mind risking that one fish quarantine, etc., to preserve the big fish, because obviously you see the big fish are healthy and happy and fat, and I just wouldn't want to risk anything about them. But anyway, so yeah, this side of the tank is probably the least interesting of the 4 views, I'd say. There's a lot of the wild euphyllia singles you can still see in there. There's a Monty I left on the ground there, and it just is encrusted up the glass a little bit. It's kind of a eyesore, but it's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. I got that big leather on the left hand side there. That thing's just growing and growing and growing. The elegance on the right is actually the home to the clownfish. You can see they just thrive in there, and this is the probably the only view I don't really care for in my aquarium. But like I said, once I yank out the Xenia and stuff like that, I'll probably end up redoing all that scape, and we'll see how it goes. Just to clarify, when I mean I don't like it, I just mean I don't like the scape. I just kind of threw all those rocks in there at the end when I set it up, and just never really did anything about it. I know it looks like corals are overgrowing and everything. I'm not happy with it overall, but I'll fix that. Okay, we've officially hit the halfway point. I'm going to show you the rest of the tank, which is basically the SPS side, the side that I spend more time actually in front of. So here is the back left side of the aquarium. You see I have a frag rack here. It's a homemade custom acrylic thing that I have frags sitting in, but it's become a permanent fixture of the tank. I don't like the magnets on the glass, so it went in there. It's got some frags on it. That's why it's kind of hidden over here in the back, but all the SPS corals up top are what this side is about. We have some euphyllias mixed in. I'm still finding places and stuff for homes, but the Acropora on this side are thriving. For the most part, I have just gone ahead and gotten a lot of wild colonies. Those are on the other side where we were before. A lot of those Acroporas are just like maricultured colonies that come in. I chopped off the base, dipped them, and they moved into the display. I'd say about 80% of them survived. All of what you're looking at right now is actually custom named fancy pieces that I got from other friends or other vendors, and everything that I have glued down has growed, or grew, I should say, laid roots down and crusted, whatnot. It's just been a factory of success where I just can't stop saying, yes, I'll put another one in. I still maintain and keep my fish tank, but I observe these acros, and I'm, very, very, very on top of looking at anything that goes wrong with them, including this example here. This is a rainbow millie that has some weird spots on it. I've been kind of tearing the tank apart to figure out what the heck is going on with this coral in particular, but I think a fish is actually nipping at it. I think a yellow tang is actually coming up and nipping on that guy a little bit, but yeah, you see I'm in here looking at these sticks and just appreciating them and watching them grow, watching them have new polyps by the day. And that's where I want to go, is large colonies of Acropora. The one pest I have managed to pick up is red bugs. I actually got them from a friend's aquarium that he was crashing, and I just probably didn't dip stuff that as hard as I should have, and I let some red bugs in, and I've had red bugs for easily 3 to 4 months now, and I have seen no decline in the health of the Acropora. Maybe a little bit less polyp extension, but I have not seen anything to warrant the actual use of interceptor. I actually have it already. I thought about using it, but it's such a thing for me where I have such a large 1,000-gallon aquarium with hundreds of thousands of snails and starfish and everything underneath the rainbow that I think could possibly die and cause a giant ammonia spike or something, where someone with a coral only system or a smaller system wouldn't have to experience like I would, but it's just something I'm not trying not to experience. Pipefish and just monitoring. Overall, the tank is doing really well. I think the only pest I really have that I'm worried about, Aptasia. I added a copper band butterfly. Just watching him take care of those and taking it easy. You guys take it easy too. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. It'll make me make more videos. I'm gonna feed the fish. Enjoy. Shout out to my homie Davey, Reef Club Design, for the shirt. Again, please like and subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. Sin City Corals. You can find me if you want to follow along. I'm seriously loving corals forever.